I first learned about honors colloquia through Dr. Wendy Williams. I took her class as a lower division honors and was completing that, and it was film adaptations. So we kind of did that, and I saw that she was teaching a colloquia class, and I mean, being in the honors college, I'd heard the word thrown around and heard of it, but it was really her that after interacting with her and speaking with her and learning about the classes that she was going to teach, the empathy class, I was really interested in that. And so from the time it was my freshman year to even now, I'm completing a departmental honors thesis as well, and I hadn't really thought about doing both necessarily until that I'd seen the different classes that were offered and was really interested in them. I have taken 3 out of my 4 honors colloquia classes. So I started with empathy, and then I took creative problem solving. It was offered last semester, and then this semester I am in music, technology, and values, and next semester I will be in mindfulness and millennials, my final colloquia class. So far, of the ones I have taken, empathy has been my favorite. It completely changed the way that I thought about the subject of empathy and thought about my interactions with people. And the service learning component of that was so powerful for me, to be able to go and take these topics that I am learning about in class and just apply them to real life situations and really be challenged to kind of go outside my comfort zone, but also know that that is a good thing and know that that's for the best and it's going to make me a better leader, a better person, a better member of the community, to be able to have that skill set. So I really enjoyed that class, and I think it has impacted me the most out of the ones I've taken. I think that it's really taught me a lot about challenging me, building different skill sets in a lot of places that I wouldn't even have thought about. So like with the empathy class, yeah, we all hear about empathy, we hear about sympathy, we hear about that, but we don't necessarily take the time to reflect upon that and what that means for us. And I think that each of these classes that I've taken have taught me a different skill set, whether it's empathy, whether it's approaching problems in a different way, and how the world is changing approaching those problems. In my music and technology class, just really reflecting upon personal choices, and whether it's downloading something from the internet or going to a live concert, and kind of on a bigger level how those impact both you personally, the people around you, and in a larger way the community and the way that things work. So I think that each of these specific classes have given me a really strong background in those specific skill sets, and also just general things like being able to articulate in a discussion what I believe about something, or reading information and synthesizing it so that I have a coherent idea in the end to present to the class. I think the most challenging part is when you find something you're not good at. I think it's like that in everyday life, when you find something that doesn't come naturally to you, that is maybe challenging. We don't always want to focus on that, and we don't always want to take the time to understand it and understand why we're challenging, why it's challenging to us or difficult, and put in the time to improve upon that. So even if you're not the best at whatever that thing is, to be better at it than when you started. It's always hard to realize that you're not perfect and that you have a lot of room to grow, which is an important thing to realize. And I think that I'm thankful that these classes have shown me that, but also given me an opportunity to grow and be a safe place that I can figure that out and make those mistakes and understand kind of the balance between all the things that I'm doing and what I value and what I'm learning. I loved honors colloquia. I am a biology major, so a lot of my schedule and a lot of my spare time and different things go into doing science and doing a lot of things related to eventually going into my graduate studies. But these colloquia classes have really given me an outlet to explore different topics that I'm interested in that wouldn't necessarily be thought of directly as impacting my future, but these topics that colloquia cover are so much larger than just, oh, I want to go into this field, I want to study this thing. They're skill sets that can be used across fields, and they're really just on a larger scale a place that we learn different things and learn to reflect and learn these basic skills that will be helpful in no matter what field you go into. So it's really given me an opportunity to explore that and really reflect personally on what that means to me. Yes, you can do both. That is definitely an option, and if you care about it and you have time, I would definitely say that I have learned so much from both of these upper level tracks that you're able to take. Second, I would say don't necessarily count out a class because it doesn't directly impact in what you think will be important in the future, because each of these colloquia that I've taken have given me something different, and I wouldn't necessarily have been able to peg that from the outside going into the class. So I would say be open to the different ones, read through the descriptions, talk to students who have taken those, and what they found challenging, what they really liked, and just really take advantage of the awesome opportunities that are here in the classes that they have available. I would say each of these assignments, they're given by the professors in these classes. It can seem really overwhelming. Sometimes there's a lot of reading, there's a lot of activity, there's group projects, different things, and sometimes it's easy to say, oh, that's not important. You never know what reading, what video you're going to watch that is going to make an impact on you. So I would say just put in the time. If you're going to go down the colloquia path, completely go down it. Don't just say, oh, I want to do this to get a check mark. Do it because you want to learn, because you want to be better at the end of it. And there's so much to offer, so many opportunities, that if you really dig into these topics and these classes and be fully present there, you can get out of them in the end. So just really revel in being a part of it. It's an awesome thing.